In early 2016, about 6 years ago, I went through what many call a faith crisis. In other words, a series of events happened that forced me to have a massive change in perspective in regards to my faith. As a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or Mormonism, the church was my whole life. It had a huge impact on who I was, and it has influenced who I am today. And so, having that faith challenged was heartbreaking, world-changing. I don't have the words to properly describe it in one sentence, which is why I'm making all these videos. This is an introduction to the series, because I feel like there are a few things that I need to cover before I dive in to my story. Let's quickly go over a few things about this project that I'm doing, just to kind of clear the air, like I said. So first, I will not be attacking Mormonism or any other religion or belief. I want this to be a safe place and an opportunity for people to listen to my experience without feeling the need to get defensive. I might bring up controversial subjects, but it will only be when it's necessary to talk about my story. And even when I bring it up, I'll do my best to stay as unbiased and neutral as possible. Second, I'm going to go into my emotions, and I'm not going to hold back. So it might be hard for some of you to hear, especially if you love this religion. And that leads me to my third point. This is my experience, and your experience might be different than mine, and that's okay. And I make room for that, and I hope you do the same for me. Fourth, this is all in retrospect, so keep that in mind. I did a fair amount of writing though, and so I will actually be using some of that writing from back then as I try and tell my story. So I hope that's okay. Fifth, in the moment when this was all happening, it was absolutely terrifying, and things got really real and very emotional. So I might get emotional in part of this. And that's partially why I'm doing this while I'm running. Running kind of brings emotions to the surface, and then combine that with the fact that I processed a lot of my faith crisis out on the trails and out running like this. And I just figured it makes a lot of sense for me and my story. Plus it gives you something to look at that's a little bit better looking than me. But with that said, you're still gonna see a lot of my face while I'm talking, so keep that in mind. Last point, and I'll have to hurry through this because my battery's running low because how cold it is. I wanted to share my motivation for doing this. Honestly, it's for a lot of reasons, but the big one is to hopefully create some empathy. People like me that doubt and question, and those who leave the church are often shunned by Mormonism and many other religious communities. So I'm not saying that my experience is like everyone else's, but I hope it helps you understand people that have doubted or left their religion, because at this point it seems like everyone knows someone who has left their religion, and that can be really hard. So if I could change one thing in your mind, if you are still in your religion, it would be to change your mind on this in-group, out-group mentality and see people who have left their religion as honest people, and this was an honest journey for them. Sharing this story is unnerving because many people in the community will look at me differently. Every time someone finds out how I feel someone inevitably goes to my wife and, you know, says sorry and how bad they feel that I've lost my way. Don't do that. Just don't. If you want to talk about this, come talk to me. But anyways, I wanted to share this story for a long time, and so I hope you guys enjoy what I have to say, and I hope you enjoy learning about kind of what made me who I am today.